Hey guys, just wanted to pop on here real quick and do a quick what's spinning video. I haven't done one of those in a while. So this is stuff I've done from Monday evening until I did one earlier. I spun one earlier today. I believe most of these are stuff that I picked up recently within the last, I guess, month or so. So I'll start with the one that I listened to today before I had to go to a work meeting. Is Four Wheel Drive by Bachman Turner Overdrive, or BTO. Picked this up for like $1 at Papa Jazz. I really like this one more than the. I have two others of theirs, but I've only listened to this one and Head On. I thought this one was a little bit heavier than Head On. So far of the three, it's my favorite. I still have yet to listen to their second album. Next up is my promo copy of Whitesnake, Ready and Willing. Very good in condition for what I paid. This is somewhere probably in my top three Whitesnake records, I think, personally. Really good album. This one came out in 1980, which seemed to be a really good year for rock and metal. Next one. This is something I picked up yesterday. I had a Visa gift card that was given to me for Christmas. And so I went to Scratch and Spin and picked up a couple that I've been kind of meaning to get. Just kind of passed them over for a while. And this is Billythorpe's Children of the Sun. This I got it for $10 yesterday. This is the album that came out in 1979. If you're not familiar with him, he is an English-born Australian guitarist. He was also had a band, Billy and the Aztecs, but he also had some solo stuff. And the first side of the album is kind of blues rock guitars, and then the second side of it is kind of a very interesting, kind of trippy ride for a few songs that kind of go together. Next is Nantucket Sleigh Ride by Mountain. This is my first pickup of theirs. I almost picked it up the last time I went to Scratch and Spin. Got it for $8. A really good record. This is from I think 1970 was the year this came out. Yeah. On the old Windfall label. Kind of interesting to see some of these record labels I've never heard of, and yet having them being with some of the bigger bands as far as notoriety is concerned. Mountain, pretty well known. I guess most people probably would recognize them most from the song Mississippi Queen. Next up is the First Stars album, however this is supposed to look, which came out in 1976. Really good record. I do agree with Ron, who said that he thought it had like a really good early Kiss sound. And so far of the three that I have, this is probably my favorite. One I got in the mail the week of Christmas, I think. Maybe the week before. This is Uriah Heap. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this. Abominog, maybe, which I think is from '82. It's one of three Uriah Heap, yep, 82. One of 3 Uriah Heap studio albums that I have. I also have their first double live album as well. I know a lot of people complain kind of because the cover kind of throws you off, thinking maybe it's going to sound a little bit different. But I really did dig the sound they had on this one. I still think it was still pretty heavy. And next up is GTR, the one and only record they did. This has got Steve Howe and Steve Hackett from Yes and Genesis fame. And it has more of, I'd say, like a Genesis vibe, really, as far as the progginess is concerned. And this was a 1986 release. And the last one I'm going to show is Pantera 101 Proof, their first live album, proper live album. This originally came out in '97. And this covers their Southern Tranquil Tour, 96-97. Some nice pictures in there. I really like this live album a lot. And for me, the criteria for a really good live album is there's about 3 things really. One, the sound quality needs to be really good. Like I can't stand poorly mixed live albums where you really can't hear everything. All you mostly hear is the vocals and the drums. You really don't hear the guitars that well, or the bass that well. Another thing is song selection as well. I liked live albums that kind of dig a little bit deeper into the catalog and don't just have like the 10 or 12 well-known hits and then that's pretty much it. What I like especially about this one is, another thing for me is, for live albums, even if it's not going to be an album that is recorded in one concert, I like live albums to have the feel of one concert, meaning the transition from song to song, even if they're from different shows, at least they kind of blend in together enough where the crowd noise is blending in and it's not, fade out and then come back. A good example of that is AC/DC Live, which they put out on the after the Thunderstruck tour, or not Thunderstruck, Razor's Edge tour. It just, I didn't really like that too much because you didn't feel like you really had that complete flow of like a full concert. And this one definitely does that. This is the one that my wife had ordered. It came actually with that Uriah Heap album the same day, as a matter of fact. So anyway, that's the ones I've had spinning with the last couple of days. I hope you enjoyed the video, and God bless.